Value aside, both Ulta and Sephora use two really interesting psychology principles to make the programs work: the reciprocity principle and goal gradients. Let's break them down. The reciprocity effect comes from Robert Cialdini's 1986 book called Influence, Science and Practice. And what is it? It's where people feel compelled to repay when they receive something for free. And who doesn't love free stuff? In fact, as a culture, we celebrate the reception of free goods by doing crazy things like watching television shows about people receiving free stuff.
Longest wins 456.
And when we receive something for free, even if it's really small, like a sample, we feel an obligation in our subconscious to repay the provider of that free item. Now, if you've ever been to an Ulta or Sephora, you know that you get a whole bunch of free samples while you're there, especially if you're part of the rewards program. So oftentimes, these free products are given to Ulta and Sephora by the manufacturers. And the brands do this because they get potentially access to a new customer using their product. And it's pretty genius that Sephora and Ulta are the distributors of these products, creating that reciprocity relationship between the consumer and themselves with products that they received for free themselves. Ultimately, the reciprocity effect creates a win-win situation because us as the consumers are receiving something for free, and then the brands, both on the manufacturing side and Sephora and Ulta, are getting all of that positive sentiment related to this effect between the consumer and the brand.
Win, win, win.
And ultimately, this creates brand loyalty. Whether it's subconscious or conscious, whether we're attributing that positive sentiment to Sephora and Ulta consciously, our subconscious is doing it already and creating a sense of onus to those brands, which is really fascinating. The next principle is something called goal gradients.